But y'all give it up for the baddest man in the land, Mr. Pete Barlow.
Abby, thank you for that introduction, but folks, set your expectations very low tonight.
Done.
Thank you. Now, folks, when you look, sound, and act exactly like me, you spend a lot of time thinking about being a superhero. But when you're as neurotic as I am, you spend a lot of time thinking about how much every superpower would suck. Like, I know most of you are thinking, Pete, you need super strength. First off, rude. Second, I know me well enough to know that it would take me a long time to learn my own strengths. Which, by the way, fun fact, Matt Bliss had the exact same dick-ripping joke that I have, so I'm not sure if my superpower weakness is going very late in the night or being exactly as funny as Matt Bliss. I'm not sure which is sadder, so for the sake of a new joke, everyone would expect me to move. I know what else you're thinking, Pete, wouldn't it be cool to fly? Well, my car's windshield is a testament to the fact that if you move really fast through the air, a bunch of liquefied bugs will wind up on you. So when I'm flying through the air, I'm gonna need one of those COVID face shields, and I would just look silly, folks. You could think maybe super speed. Bitch, did you not hear my argument about flying? I would be covered in bugs. How about invisibility? Folks, every time I use a crosswalk in Augusta, there's like a 9 in 10 chance I will be hit by a car. Do you really think invisibility is gonna help with that? You could be an Aquaman. Folks, can we put a pause on the Aquaman love? The only reason Aquaman is cool now is because he's played by Jason Momoa. If he looks like me, that movie does not gross $1 billion. So, it did get me thinking maybe I should go with something more practical. Like what if I was like super good at giving compliments? Happy, that's an amazing hat. But my one weakness is that I cannot accept compliments myself. Fun fact, I already have that weakness. I'm dead inside. Or like, maybe I could know every single language on earth, but my weakness is that I do not understand sarcasm in any of them. Folks, I would only be able to communicate with Germans, and that sounds fucking awful. But I'm really just focusing on my existing weaknesses right now, so let me focus on my strengths. I think my superpower would be that I'm the whitest human being on earth. And I know half of you are thinking, Pete, you're already there. And the other half are thinking, Pete, that's not a superpower. And to them, I have one word for you. Batman. That man's only superpower is white privilege. He inherited all of his money, and his sidekick is literally his butler. Now, folks, if I was to be this superhero, I'd have to have a really cool superhero name, like Black Panther, but obviously not that. So I'm thinking to myself, what is the whitest animal on Earth? And why is it the great white shark? Now, allow me to explain, it's not just the name. Great white sharks are only ever spotted in Mexico off the coast on some sort of like beach resort. Folks, that's the whitest thing on earth. Also, experts are always like, well, you know, you shouldn't be afraid of sharks unless they're agitated, territorial, or hungry. Folks, white people are all those things all of the time. Now, I know what you're thinking, Pete. As the whitest man on earth, what problems could you solve? Glad you asked. Well, for example, every year on January as the Great White, I could post a different Martin Luther King Jr. quote. Racism is solved, folks. I could also join with the League of Lesbians, and folks, we could keep the cargo pants industry afloat. Now, part of this assignment was the weakness that I would have as the Great White. And folks, I think it'd be this. Every time I would be fighting a villain, you could just play Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. And folks, I would have to stop and start singing. Also, let's just be honest, sunlight, like white people, we're basically just vampires. 5 minutes out in the sun, we will burst into flames. Well, my name's Pete, that's been my set. Let's give it up to the judges, everybody.
Mr. Barlow, hold on to that for a second.
So so excited to make it up next week.
I love that he was like, don't even get excited in the beginning. Said it low, people. Now, you starting out with that whole super strength, and then you were like, rude. That was hilarious. I was like, damn, he opened with his, he climaxed already. You're right about the flying bugs, running fast bugs. I know this from first-hand experience because I've ridden my motorcycle cross country and back, and bugs, lots of bugs in your teeth. I do like the Pete Aquaman kind of visual that I get. I can see you swimming fast and shit. Now, what you're saying is white power, right?
I did not mean it like that. I said white strength. It's totally different.
Well, I thought the whole thing was like, you know, the whole overtone was white power.
All open to interpretation.
It's very subjective. I can agree with that. Let's take the microphone with Pete.
Oh man, you are an energetic bastard, and I love that about you. And I love that you play on yourself and fucking make fun of yourself, and it's fucking comedy.
Aquaman, I can see it, bro.
He's
still laughing.
You're spot on. You're spot on. There's a lot there, and would have just hit on something that I just want to go off on left field, but I gotta stay on. You were spot on. That was rapid fire. You were right on target, or on topic. You structured that well. That was hard to actually do. That many stand-up one-liners that stayed on topic. It was a fun ride. That was the Pete Barlow that we expected. Well done, man.
Hell yeah, y'all give it up for Pete Barlow. Wow.